Have you ever wondered why almost every culture has stories about mythical creatures? Some people believe in them since childhood, others laugh it off, and some claim they've seen one. Some of these beings turned into real urban legends. In this video, you'll discover 7 of the most mysterious mythical creatures people have feared, believed in, and even tried to capture. Have you ever noticed those creepy stone creatures sitting on the rooftops of old cathedrals? Those terrifying winged monsters are gargoyles, and their history is way more mysterious than you might think. Gargoyles first appeared over 700 years ago in France. The earliest mentions date back to the 13th century, when they were placed on Gothic cathedrals like the famous Notre Dame de Paris. But the word gargoyle actually comes from an even older legend about a dragon named Gargoyle, who was slain by Saint Romanus. Originally, gargoyles were used as waterspouts to drain rainwater away from buildings. But why make them look so scary? Well, back in the Middle Ages, people believed these stone creatures protected churches and cities from evil spirits. But here's where it gets really interesting. According to some legends, gargoyles come to life at night. They roam the city, hunting demons and keeping the streets safe. But as soon as the sun rises, they turn back into stone. Now, the real question is, could gargoyles exist in real life? Well, no one's ever seen a statue come to life, but their concept is similar to real predators. Many animals, like owls or hawks, guard their territory just like gargoyles in legends. And even today, cities use fake predator statues to scare away pigeons, kind of like medieval gargoyles. So next time you walk past an old cathedral, look up. Who knows? Something might be watching you. Moving on, Bigfoot. This is one of the most iconic mythical creatures in North America. Bigfoot is a giant, hairy, ape-like humanoid, standing over 7 feet tall. His appearance is somewhere between a prehistoric primate and a forest monster. Hundreds of people claim to have seen him, but nearly all evidence comes in the form of blurry photos, shaky videos, and large footprints. The most famous is the 1967 Patterson-Gimlin film, showing a large figure walking into the woods, briefly glancing at the camera. That short clip became a legend. Here's how one eyewitness described it.
I was driving down a forest road when I saw him. A tall figure with long arms crossed the path. He didn't run, he just stared at me.
Some scientists believe the Bigfoot myth could be connected to the extinct Gigantopithecus, a massive ape that once lived in Asia. Interestingly, Bigfoot is often confused with another legendary creature, the Yeti, also known as the Abominable Snowman. But there are differences. Bigfoot is said to inhabit the forests of North America, while the Yeti is believed to live in the cold Himalayan mountains. Plus, Bigfoot is typically described as dark-furred, while the Yeti is usually depicted with white fur. Does Bigfoot exist in real life? There's no solid scientific proof, but the legend lives on, inspiring wonder, and maybe reminding us that the world still holds mysteries. The next creature is one of the most mysterious. The bloop isn't just a sound recorded in 1997. For many, it's a signal from a giant sea monster hiding deep in the ocean's darkness. The sound was so powerful, it was picked up by sensors over 3,000 miles apart. Scientists initially couldn't explain it. It didn't resemble any known marine animal or man-made sound. Few people know that the coordinates of the sound are close to the rumored location of R'lyeh, the underwater city of Cthulhu in Lovecraft's mythos. This sparked theories. Could the bloop be something ancient and terrifying sleeping in the sea? Today, official science believes it was the sound of an icequake, a glacier breaking underwater. But ufologists and cryptid hunters disagree. They believe it could have been the cry of a creature too large to imagine. Whether the bloop is a living being remains a mystery. But the way this sound ignited imaginations worldwide proves one thing: the ocean may hide more than we ever dared to dream. The fourth creature in our video is the Boogeyman. He's the nighttime terror hiding in closets and under beds, patiently waiting for children to be alone. The Boogeyman isn't a specific creature, but rather a form that embodies the fear of darkness and the unknown. His appearance varies. Some describe him as a shadow with long limbs and no face. Others see a thin man with distorted skin and glowing eyes. What matters is, he terrifies before even coming close. The legend traces back to European folklore. Parents used to tell stories of him to make children behave or stay inside at night. Every country has its version of the Boogeyman. In Spain, he's El Coco. In Germany, Der Schwarze Mann. And in Arabic cultures, Abu Kirikur. He's usually found in dark spaces, closets, attics, under the bed, places where a child's imagination fills in the gaps. That's what makes him such a universal monster. He exists in everyone's mind, but always looks different. Today, the Boogeyman appears in horror films, video games, and books. He's become a symbol of fear itself, irrational, internal. Where logic ends, the Boogeyman begins. So, does he really exist? There's no proof, but he shows up wherever someone faces their fear alone. Maybe the Boogeyman is just a reflection of what we fear most, ourselves. Many people have asked us to talk about this creature, Mothman. It became a legend in the United States after a wave of mysterious sightings in the late 1960s. Witnesses described a massive, winged shadow with glowing red eyes and a humanoid form. Mothman is said to stand about 6 to 7 feet tall, with wings spanning up to 10 feet. Its shape resembles a mix between a man and a giant moth. It has no feathers or fur, only smooth dark skin or a chitin-like surface. The glowing red eyes are often the most terrifying feature. The first major wave of sightings occurred in Point Pleasant, West Virginia in 1966. Witnesses claimed Mothman chased cars, launched vertically, and hovered over bridges. A year later, the Silver Bridge collapsed, and many linked the tragedy to the creature. Point Pleasant is now considered Mothman's home, and the town even has a statue of him. A festival is held every year in his honor. Fun fact, some believe Mothman isn't a creature but a harbinger of disaster. People allegedly saw him before explosions and crashes. Does Mothman exist? There's no scientific proof, but the legend has taken root in American culture. Maybe it's mass hysteria, or maybe it's something we just don't understand yet. The next creature is far more terrifying than it first appears, Krampus. While children eagerly wait for gifts from Santa Claus in alpine villages, people whisper about him. The horned demon who comes at Christmas to punish the naughty. He looks like a nightmarish mix of satyr and beast, covered in thick fur, twisted horns on his head, chains and bells clanging with every step. In one hand, he carries birch branches to whip bad children, and in the other, a sack or basket to take them away. Into the forest, or worse. Krampus is the dark mirror of Santa. He originated in Austrian, German, and other alpine folklore, and his roots go back to pre-Christian traditions. Interestingly, in the 1950s, Austria tried to ban Krampus. Authorities believed he was too frightening and harmful to children. Yet, the legend survived. Today, Krampus parades are held across Europe, where people in monstrous costumes roam the streets scaring everyone. And in 2015, he even starred in a horror movie named after him. Does Krampus exist in real life? No solid evidence has ever been found, but the legend continues to frighten, especially on dark winter nights. The final creature in our video is the chimera. In ancient Greek legends, she was said to have the body of a lion, a goat's head growing from its back, and a venomous snake for a tail, and it could breathe fire. A terrifying and almost impossible combination. The chimera was the offspring of Typhon and Echidna, two of the most dangerous beings in Greek mythology. She terrorized the lands of Lycia until the hero Bellerophon, riding the winged horse Pegasus, finally defeated her. Few people know this, but in modern science, the term chimera still exists. It refers to organisms that contain genetic material from different species. For example, a mouse with human brain cells is technically a chimera too, though a far more scientific one. The image of the chimera often appears in video games, books, and anime, as a symbol of fear, hybridity, and unstoppable power. Perhaps the chimera isn't just a creature, but an archetype, a representation of what we can't explain or control. Is it a real being? Of course not, but its image still inspires writers and frightens with its madness. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. There are even more amazing stories ahead.